You're back with us on See the Stories. Now, before we begin our talk show, I have the $1,000,000 question here. I want to ask you both, which do you prefer, tempeh or tofu?
Tempe.
Tempe for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Tofu. For some
Why?
reason, tofu is like much better than tempeh for me. But why do you like tempeh so
love
much?
the
Okay, first of all,
texture.
the texture, because
Okay.
texture-wise is more, you can chew it.
Right,
Or
compared to tofu.
Exactly, and then when you season it,
Yeah.
it tastes good. Meanwhile, tofu, you gotta work harder in order for it to be more tasty.
How would you like it cooked?
Tempeh?
Yes.
Fried.
Right.
With
Okay.
flour.
With
Mendoan.
sambal.
With sambal, of
Tempe
course.
No,
mendoan.
ini just plain tempe
Yeah.
with some salt and
Yes.
a little bit pepper, and then
Sambal.
you punch it with sambal and
The smashed tempeh,
Yeah.
the famous one.
Well, that actually sounds pretty yummy. Well, there's an Indonesian company that aims to promote tempeh globally by making them into various dishes.
Indonesian food tech company Tempeman produces artisan tempeh and transforms them into various dishes such as protein balls, cookies, cheese-flavored snacks, and more to promote the food globally. They would use natural and local ingredients to suit domestic and international taste. Tempeman also opens a tempeh making workshop for foreigners so they can learn more about soybean and tempeh in Indonesia.
And of course, to know more about the Tempeman, we are now connected with the man behind Tempeman, Benny Santoso, who is right now in Bali. Hi, Benny.
Hi, Benny.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello guys.
So first of all, is it Tempeman
Tempeman
or
or Tempeman?
Tempeman?
Which one is it?
Tempeman.
Tempeman.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got it.
Because Tempeman, it can stand for Tempe teman teman tempe.
That's right.
So we gotta make sure.
Why not?
Okay. Benny, first of all, can you explain why you choose to make a variety of tempeh? And why tempeh? There's a tofu and maybe there's another food. Why tempeh? You want to explore?
So actually, I started the journey of tempe making when I was a culinary student before in Bali, and at the time, making tempe is my final project at the college. So I put the Italian cheese Parmigiano Reggiano into the fermentation process. What I love about tempeh, because tempeh is superfood, it's versatile, and it's not only soya bean, but we can make 1,000 type of tempeh with jackfruit seed, durian seed, mung bean, or even with red kidney bean. So the variety is endless.
Oh,
Okay.
so
Well,
much protein.
yeah, talking about variety, I'm just going to go straight and ask you, which one is your favorite when you're making tempeh?
I love my favorite one is black soy tempeh.
Oh,
Alexa, I've never tried that one.
Yeah. Okay, can you make me with that next time?
Ask the Tempeman.
All right, so Benny, we want to know, what is your mission and vision to contribute to the Indonesian food industry?
So my vision is to make tempeh recognized not only in Indonesia but also globally. And how? So we've been running for 8 years, running the Tempeman, and since that, many customer actually asked me to teach them how to make tempeh. They mentioned that, Benny, tempeh in my country is expensive. It's not as good as the Indonesian tempeh, and I love tempeh because the texture and the protein, and I want tempeh in my country. So that's my mission.
I see. Now, when we are talking with a regular person who don't really know much about tempeh, maybe when they think about tempeh, they will make it into tempeh goreng, fried tempeh, with flour, or just mix it with sambal, things like that. But if we're talking to you, the man behind Tempeman, you are one creative person, and the possibility of making a dish with tempeh is endless, right? Now, can you please mention all the types of tempeh that you have created so far?
So we create terasi tempeh,
Terasi?
chocolate tempeh,
Okay, two.
gelato tempeh,
Gelato.
and tempeh paired with cheese.
Okay.
Okay.
And then?
So we've been running a lot of things like collaboration with the artisan around in Indonesia, and also workshop in Bali and also in Singapore. So I thought what we develop with Tempe is the possibility is endless. And in coming up, we're planning to make Tempe protein shake. So stay tuned.
Oh wow,
that's interesting.
Maybe that can be an option because I know a lot of my friends who are fitness freak.
Yeah.
They often drink chicken breast shake
Yeah.
as their protein source. So maybe they can try tempeh shake.
And,
Why not?
and by the way, Benny, you mentioned there is a lot of tempeh dishes that you already create. Can you tell us the process for developing new tempeh-based product? What factors do you consider when you're creating new flavors and texture? Maybe when you mentioned you made a gelato tempeh,
Yeah.
you made chocolate tempeh. What is the factors behind it?
So actually, we come to the customer and also the artisan, what we can develop by the collaboration. So I talk, for example, with the chef, and they mentioned to me, Benny, can we create like soy-free tempeh? So instead of soy that manually used in Indonesia for like making tempeh, we can develop with edamame, black soy, tempe koro, and also jack bean. So we talk with the customer what they want and what they need, and we can make it for them.
Oh, okay. So we can just request it to you guys, right? Okay, so what types of ingredients do you use to create different kinds of tempeh?
So we create with soy, mainly here in Tempeman, and also black soy. But currently we create jackfruit seed tempeh.
What?
Jackfruit seed.
It's big, right? Jackfruit seeds are big. Do you cut it
Yep,
into
but
pieces
we chop it up.
I see.
Ah,
Wow, that's
like Magono.
totally interesting. Okay, we won't be asking you about the recipe because we know that it is the company's secret. But can we please ask you how you innovate or experiment with the flavors while staying to the essence of tempeh? Because I've heard somewhere that when you cook the tempeh at a certain temperature, it loses its nutrients, right? Now, how do you maintain all the nutrients and the real taste and flavor of tempeh while also innovating?
Yep. Because Indonesia love tempe goreng, so actually we combine the tempe goreng with chocolate. It still tastes the fried of tempe goreng, but you got the combination with the chocolate. So chocolate combined with tempeh with the nutty flavor, salty and savory. It was so good. You have to try it.
Okay, okay. So is it thinly sliced? The tempeh is thinly sliced and then covered with chocolate, is it?
So we collaborating with the chocolate artisan. We are making the chocolate bar. So instead of fill it with like cashew or like
Oh,
peanut,
instead of nuts.
Oh, I
chocolate
get it.
nuts.
Okay,
I
okay,
already
okay.
imagine that.
Yeah, I thought it's like a
Like chips.
chips,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Covered with chocolate. Okay, okay. I think that is way better, the chocolate bar, because you maintain the nutrients, right? Huh,
Yes,
amazing.
and actually I also make that product.
Oh, you have the chips also, the tempeh chips. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, you have
Exactly.
everything.
And you also mentioned that you also offer classes how to make tempeh for foreigners. How the foreigners react with that when they try to make tempeh?
So the first time I got like offering is actually in 2017. So there is some Indonesian guy mentioned to me like this, Benny, can you running a tempeh class? And I said like, yeah, I can do that for you, but why? You know, as Indonesian, we want to explore what we can do with the tempeh and also share the knowledge to foreign as well. So at the time, I started making the tempeh and also cook the tempeh bacem for the foreigner and local. And the reaction like, wow, it was so good. I don't know that tempeh can be so good like this because in my hometown, like the foreign said, like in Europe or like in Australia, in America, the tempeh that tastes not good as the Indonesian tempeh. The texture different, the flavor different. But at the time, they told me that we are as foreigner also don't know how to cook the tempeh. It's like considered as a new product in my country, so I don't know how to cook it. So at the time, I realized, okay, let's bring it on to explore the tempeh and also to share the knowledge so we can like have tempeh in many countries all over the world.
But speaking about making tempeh, is it possible to make tempeh outside of Indonesia? Let's say in a country that has totally different climate. Like always cold, you know. Is it possible to
to be
create
fermented.
the same quality as the tempes here in Indonesia?
Yes, exactly. That's why they came to Tempeman in Bali. They're willing to learn, especially for example in four season country like European or like Australia. They told me like, it's not easy to make like tempeh in my country because like winter season sometimes become summer and the temperature changing. So we told them and we share our experience through that, so they can make tempeh in any kind of season. For
Okay.
example, they
Oh.
can make their own tempeh chamber.
Ah,
Tempe
Tempe chamber.
Wow.
Okay, can you tell us more about it?
Yes,
What is
please
the
do.
Tempe chamber?
So the reason we try to make temperature chamber is so we can control the temperature, the humidity to make the process and the production stable to maintain the quality. So they will have tempeh in any kind of season with good quality tempeh, like
Okay.
Indonesian tempeh.
All right, so foreigners, don't be afraid. If you live in a four-season country, you'll be fine. You can still enjoy tempeh all year round, right, Benny? Now, Benny,
Yes, absolutely.
so Tempeman is empowering non-GMO soy farmer and women communities across Bali and Java. So, can you share your approach to working with them, and how do you build partnership with them?
So we collaborate with the local farmers, especially in Bali first, and also Central Java and East of Java. We prefer to use the local beans because it's non-transgenic. And the second, it's gurih, or in Balinese they call it nyanglo, gurih. So it's better in protein, better in the taste rather than the import beans. What I want is not only the soya tempeh, but also we can explore with many things, the local beans all over Indonesia, durian, jackfruit seed, koro beans, many things that we can develop. So we can bring this specialty not only in Indonesia and share it to all over the world.
I see.
Make
Well,
it tempe go global.
nice. You have to. Okay, now we heard that besides your love for Tempe, you also have a huge love for the environment, right? So you are very cautious when producing Tempe. You also think about the environment, and you even manage to, manage the protein liquid waste. And I heard that it can be used to feed the goats. Is it true? Can you tell us
Yes,
more about that?
absolutely right. So the process of tempe making release two kind of liquid waste. First is from the soaking process, and the second liquid is by boiling it. So there is two type, and we give it to the goat farm by keep it in the container. So the goat farmer will came in afternoon, and they will take it all of the liquid and then give it to the goat. So the goat become like fatter and healthier.
What? Really?
Oh.
Yes, we
Wow.
maintain like zero impact for like the community and also for the environment. So we just give it away to the good farmer.
Oh, that's really
You
good.
already mentioned a lot of Tempe. Do you think Tempe has the potential to become more popular globally? How do you position Tempeman in that global market, maybe?
Absolutely yes. So we receive many offering like to supply to many countries, and we currently already delivered to Singapore, France, and also Switzerland. Why not to other country?
Yeah, definitely. You know,
Wait,
Artisan
which
Tempe.
type of Tempe has the greatest demand? Like Tempe made of what? Like for example, edamame Tempe or like
Mangbin.
Mung bean Tempe perhaps? I don't know. I just want to know the most popular one.
Maybe durian. Okay.
So we receive actually a lot of feedback and a lot of requests, but mainly the Indonesians still love the soy tempeh. But for foreigner, they love many things that out of soy because they mentioned to me, Benny, for example, like cheese, we can use the goat cheese, cow cheese. Why not to use many type instead of soy? Because soy is like the basic one, right? So they're willing to try many kind of beans to explore.
wow, so many varieties. You know, Benny, just listening to you talking about tempeh, I might switch team to like tempeh team instead of tofu, you know?
Yes, be in our team.
So
Become
Benny,
tempeh lady, yeah?
Tempe lady.
She's a tofu lady, by the way. We need to convert her soon.
so Benny,
For
what
sure.
are your future plans for Tempeman, and maybe like new varieties or expansion on the horizon?
So we will make like custom made tempeh for the chef and also for us because our planning is open pop-up dining experience. So all the menu is made from tempeh, from appetizer, main course, and dessert. And also we are developing tempeh protein shake. So stay tuned, guys. Come to Bali. Please visit us.
Okay.
I will definitely do. Where are you in Bali? I mean, which
Yeah.
area?
So we are located in Ubud for like the tempeh pop-up dining experience. But for our production is in Apian Semal area.
Okay, and do you have like a social medias where viewers can contact you and find your products?
For sure, please catch up with us by Instagram, tempeman.id.
Okay.
All
Maybe I'll
right,
send
then.
some coverage team to your place later.
Or we
Nice.
can visit you during holiday.
Yeah, of course.
All right, Benny, thank you
Why
so
not?
much. Thank you so much for sharing with us all about Tempe. We certainly learned a lot, and we are looking forward to visiting your place soon in Bali, in Ubud, right? All right, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Benny.
much, Benny.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, we are up for a quick break, but when we return, we have more information still about Tempe, so don't go anywhere.